Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about Tory Lanez. Now we haven't talked about Tory Lanez much lately, man. The stories that have been coming up about him lately have actually been kind of positive, man. Now let me preface all this, man, before y'all throw me in the mix. I don't look either way on the Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion situation. I just report the black and whites, and what we got today is some more reporting to do. Now, in this situation, it looks like they are saying, and I'm going to be basing this off of a report from TMZ, that Tory Lanez allegedly violated the restraining order that Megan Thee Stallion had against him that said he had to stay 100 feet back. Now, this is a wild and crazy situation, and I'm pretty sure Tory Lanez's lawyers are going to have to be working overtime, man. Now, before we get to that and the other things that I wanted to talk about Tory Lanez lately, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this Tory Lanez situation. This is a rather crazy predicament, and we're going to have to do some light stepping through this, man, because we're going to be walking on eggshells, you know what I mean? Now, for those of you who don't know, Tory Lanez got arrested last year, man, and he was charged in a shooting that involved another rapper by the name of Megan Thee Stallion. Now, Megan Thee Stallion is a hip-hop superstar in this game. She's accomplished many things, won many awards, and she's loved by all. Tory Lanez, since the incident, has had a rough patch. You know what I'm saying? It's been a rough path, I should say. And seriously enough, he just started getting some wins, man. Like lately, he's been getting some W's after W's after W's. And it's all based on the music because people have really been messing with the music. Now, he recently collaborated with DaBaby, and that's a whole nother controversy on its own that I don't want to talk about. But man, all of these things are starting to run into each other, and it's hip-hop news, so we got to get into it. Now, TMZ dropped a report that talked about Tory Lanez and this whole Megan Thee Stallion protective order situation. Now, in different publications, they refer to this as a protective order. In others, they say it's a restraining order. But either way, man, it seems like Tory Lanez was told not to do something, and it might be a possibility that he did the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. Now, the headline says this. It says Tory Lanez violated Megan Thee Stallion's protective order. Prosecutors want bail revoked. Now, Tory Lanez, for those of you who don't know, has been on bond since last year, man. He's been out on bond since last year, and it looks like he's been doing a rather good job of staying away from anything, troubling, man. It seems like he stayed out of trouble for the most part. He had a little issue there where there was the guy from Love and Hip Hop who I guess he alleged that Tory Lanez had, went at him, they had that little issue or whatever. But man, outside of that, it seems like he's just been focusing on dropping that music, and his fans have been loving it. And Megan has been focused on rising in the rap game and becoming an international superstar, and it seems like it's been working for her as well. So these two went their separate directions, but man, the weird thing that happened last month was they had the Rolling Loud concert, and at the Rolling Loud, all artists meet, you know what I mean? And hopefully Tory Lanez didn't get too close, because we're going to hear in the story, man, there was a limit on how close he can get, or if he even should have been at the vicinity at the same time. Now, in the story, it says this. It says, Tory Lanez's surprise appearance at Rolling Loud better have been worth it for him, because it landed him in hot water with prosecutors who are now going after him in court, claiming he violated a court order to stay away from Megan Thee Stallion. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ prosecutors have filed a motion to hold Lanez in contempt for violating the restraining order that was issued in his ongoing criminal case. Stop right there. So basically, let's unpack all that. So basically, they're saying that him going to Rolling Loud and getting out on the stage with DaBaby, it basically broke his protective order, or Megan's protective order against him, and, broke some type of law. So they're going to be in court trying to file a motion in order to get his bond revoked, man, or see what they can do for his ongoing criminal case. Now, in this report, they use restraining order and protective order interchangeably, so don't let that distract you. Now, the story continues by saying this. It says, you'll recall Lanez was charged with felony assault for allegedly shooting Megan in the foot last summer. The restraining order requires him to stay clear of Megan. We're told the prosecutors believe Tory's guest appearance during the baby's controversial set at the Miami Hip Hop Festival last month violated the judge's order because he got within 100 yards of her. So they're saying he got within 100 yards of Megan, so that violated the order. So I guess she was on stage before them or after them, or either way, it was too close because it stated exactly it had to be 100 yards. 100 yards is, that's basically a football field. So you talking about a football field away. And there ain't no way if you're on the stage and somebody just left the stage that you're a football field away from them, man. So that's not looking good, man. Not looking good at all, man. It was a big moment for both of them, but, man, it's not looking good for Tory. All right, the story finalizes by saying this. It says, our sources say prosecutors have filed legal documents. Now, this is the TMZ saying this, asking the judge to either revoke Tory's bail, which could land him in jail pending trial, or at the very least increase his bail. So they're either looking to increase the bail amount or either revoke his bail, which we've seen with a lot of artists lately. We've seen that with YFN Lucci. We've seen that with a lot of artists, and that's going to have him sitting in jail into his court case, man. And we don't even know when that's going to be. I don't think I've got any information on when that's going to be. You know what I mean? Now, it also says that, and our sources also say prosecutors believe Tory and DaBaby attempted to rush the stage while Megan was performing. So they're trying to say now, okay, man, now this is some, and this is what they call speculation or whatever. Like they're saying he attempted to rush the stage while Megan was on the stage. Now that would have been horrible, man. That'd have been a bad thing to do. Don't condone that at all. But man, how did they know that? You see what I'm saying? Like, okay. Now the story says this as well. It says a source close to Tory told us he never saw Megan at the festival, nor did he ever get physically close to her. A hearing on the contempt motion is set for next Thursday. So we're going to hear next Thursday what's going to come out of this. Is Tory Lanez going to jail for this and going to have to revoke his bond? Or is he going to be able to stay out of here and keep making big boss moves? Because I know everybody, if you haven't heard about his NFT move. So Tory Lanez basically released an album, using NFTs, non-fungible tokens or something like that. And from what everybody is saying, and a lot of this is rumor, and some of the stories are convoluted, that it went platinum like in a couple of hours or something like that, and he was able to reap all the benefits. I'm telling you, on the music side, this dude catches a lot of wins. Now, on this legal side and all the case and all that, I don't know about that. I ain't got an opinion on that. I don't know if he did it or not. You know what I mean? I don't want to jump in that. I believe what Megan said wholeheartedly because, that's what she said. So I'm going to say we believe her. You know what I mean? But, man, outside of that, I don't know what to say, man. I'm going to just leave all that alone. But with that, what do you guys think about this entire situation, man? What do you think about the fact that Tory Lanez might have busted that restraining order against him by jumping on stage and trying to be lit at Rolling Loud? And what do you think is going to be the fallout? Do you think that Tory Lanez is going to get his bond revoked and have to go to jail pending his trial? Or do you think that, man, maybe any reasonable person will see that wasn't his intent and hopefully he can, get back to getting to the money and getting to the music? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell. So that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.